I was so mad yesterday. I took my kids to the park. They're the only two little kids there, and about 6 teenagers show up, and they're like all over the stuff, and they're climbing on the swings, and they're climbing over my kids, and they were incredibly intimidating. They were just ticking me off. So I really wanted to say something, but I didn't. I just kind of sat back on the bench and listened because I was waiting for one of them to swear, because you know they're teenagers. One of them's going to swear, and the second one of them swears, I'm going to jump on them, and I'm going to lose my shizzle, but then none of them swore. None of them. They just hung out, they played, they kind of, they intimidated my kids to the point where they didn't want to play at the park anymore, and they asked to go home, and we were there 4 minutes, and then they want to go home, which isn't like my kids. But they weren't like drinking or smoking pot or spray painting things like teenagers do. The only thing they were doing, their pants were hanging down, I could see their underwear, and that's kind of weird. But they didn't do anything that was super bad, and there was really no reason for me to be irrationally mad. And as I packed up my kids because they wanted to go home, thinking my kids are going to be teenagers someday, and they're just going to go to the park and they're going to hang out, and there's going to be some crazy lady that yells at them for hanging out at the park, and I don't want that. They weren't getting into any trouble. They were just hanging out at the park. Should they be there? Probably not, but they weren't doing anything wrong. My kids are going to grow up. Their underwear is going to show. I'm not going to like that at all.